Hey, this is BlindFox and welcome at my Ration review. Please support the channel, please subscribe and please go and donate on patreon.com. So today is the breakfast part of our RationTech menu number 2. Gourmet ration for 1000 kcal. So let's see what we're going to have for breakfast. So we are going to do the all-day breakfast, which is a 300 gram meal. Because all the other meals are 400 grams, I've decided, well, and apple cinnamon cake, it sounds so breakfasty. Since you get the cinnamon bun and all the weird stuff, so I think the apple cinnamon would be a great breakfast item. So having now a nice big breakfast there, we will of course do our crackers. And our whole wheat crackers and our peanut butter. We're going to do one of the isotonic drinks and a coffee, and it seems that there's quite a lot of coffee in this one. I could be mistaken, but maybe not. It's still 2 grams, but I think the packet might be smaller, I'm not sure. It's just so full of coffee. So this is and of course our spoon, little spork thing, very big spork, quite big. Now you could use the ration heater, although I actually not going to use the ration heater. I might just boil everything in a pot because we've got 2 meals. So both of these has got little T-notch, and or 2 T-notches, this one and I think this one as well. So you can heat it up, and if you just get it past the thing there, you can eat out of the packaging. I don't know if I'm going to do this. No, I'm just gonna put it in my little whatever cup thing, or whatever canteen cup, or whatever you call that thing, where I normally do my meals in. This just looks interesting. I'm gonna heat this up as well. I think it would be better hot. So we'll be mixing all of this. Of course, South African coffee. Never use a whole cup of water. I've actually seen, I think I'm not sure if one of the iterations of the Army coffee cup, and it's actually a cup with a saucer, so it's quite smaller than your normal coffee cup would be. I'm not sure what they use now, but it was about somewhere in history, or I'm not sure exactly when, they actually had sort of the little green plastic melanide, or whatever the weird, what do you call that, weird hard plastic little cup, which is actually a coffee cup. So maybe it was designed for that. But anyway, South African coffee not that strong, or Russian coffee not, it's better actually cold. I just don't like iced coffee, or else I would have made some. But it would make good iced coffee. So I'll go and mix this. The isotonic drink is 1/2 liter. I'm not sure, they don't say what flavors there is, although there's a lot of other stuff. They normally don't say the flavor, but we'll go and mix everything and I will be back. So let's see. There is a little T-notch. I hope you hear that, or heard that. I'll try to get them out without actually breaking the bag. And the first lot came quite easily. The second lot, there was 4 of those. Hey, these got an extra one. I'm sure that's it. Yes, normally you get 8. This time we got, it looks like 9. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got a whole extra one. I wonder how that one snuck in. So now that this is empty, you can see it's quite a big bag. So you can use this again. It's a nice foil lined. So if you tear it out now, or open nicely as I did now, you can still use this bag for some things, and quite a nice little bag. So where will we start? Let's start with our cool drink. I'm not exactly sure what flavor this is. This might be a tropical one again. So I've added 750 ml to this now. I've tried some of these with 1 liter and then with 500 ml, as you should. And I think 750 is sort of, for me, just the right amount of water to add here. Because it's not as very sweet as it is when it's just 500 ml, and it's not as just boringly sweet that it is when it's 1 liter. You do still get a nice flavor. This one sort of a fruity flavor. You still get a little bit of that astringency, but not as much as you get when you have the 500 mils. And it's still a nice lot of cool drink. So that's the thing I like about the South African isotonic drinks. You can get away with adding a lot more water, almost double sometimes than that they suggest, and it's still nice and tasty. Now this is our wheat crackers. I'm not sure if this is Provita or another make, because they just say whole wheat cracker on this thing. I'm sure that's what they say. Yep, whole wheat crackers. Quite hard, or quite solid, easy to break, nice and wheaty. It's got quite a nice taste. There is no salt in these crackers, which I actually like, because it doesn't give salt. Sometimes you get salt crackers and it's boring, but it's got a nice, it does have a good taste. You taste sort of a wheatiness. This is not a non-taste cracker, but it's not a salt cracker. Now we get to the, what do you call, peanut butter. You can see it is totally runny. I won't even try putting this directly on the crackers. Rather put it into your mouth and then just take a bite of cracker. Now I like the peanut butter, because it's so runny. It's not as dry and as sticky as it can be. Although it's peanut butter, so you always get sort of a dry, sticky, or dryness. I'm not say stickiness, but I'm not sure exactly what to call it. But it sort of sticks to your roof of your mouth, but that's what peanut butter normally does. It's a good taste. It's not a bad tasting peanut butter. And let's do our, what do you call it, coffee. Now, South African coffee, not as astringent as some of coffees. Sort of a light nutty taste maybe. I think this might be a light roast. I'm not exactly sure how to classify coffee, but it's not bad. You just must not add a whole cup of water. In fact, if this is cold, it actually improves the flavor a bit more. It sort of gains in flavor the colder it gets. So if you like a cold or a iced coffee thing, I think this coffee might be a good idea for that. Now I think our food has been boiling for a bit. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes and then we will be back and we'll do the rest of the review. And these are some of the weirdest things. So this is our apple cinnamon cake, which looks normal, and you can see there it's sort of as if it's made to be 2 pieces. But it's sort of together, but we'll just lift one up. There you can see it's sort of just a cake. There's apple in there. It's not overwhelmingly cinnamony. Now we'll do it with the coffee. Not bad. Quite good. There's no filling or anything. It's just sort of a cake with apple in it. Now what is this? This is the breakfast. But what on earth is this thing? Gonna try and remove it. I have no clue what this is. It's weird. Let's break this. It tastes like egg. I think this is a piece of scrambled egg. Interesting. Can't really taste what it is. I think that was a piece of a scrambled egg. Let's see what else is in here. There's a vihannas or sausage. I think that was scrambled egg. This is, I think, baked beans. What those? So there's 2 of those egg things. And 2 sausages, I think. Besides the baked bean things, yes. There's 2 of those egg things. I think they are egg things. And then there's 2 of these sausages. It's quite a nice sausage. It doesn't taste like your normal thin sausages, and it's also not your normal beans. Interesting. Now this was a really interesting thing. It is a tomato-based sauce. It's a tomato-based sauce, but it's not a the same tomatoey sauce that you get in it's not the same tomatoey sauce that you get in the normal tomato and or sausage and beans and spaghetti and baked beans stuff in South Africa. It's a much less tomatoey. So we're also gonna just wipe my hands with this cloth, the sanitation wipe. Quite nice. It's alcoholic, very alcoholic. It's quite a nice, thick one. You can't stretch it. It's just the right amount of wet, and it's not very. It's somewhat abrasive, but not really. It's just so. It's not just as soft as some of these stuff are. It's quite an interesting little wet wipe. They're a nice little wet wipe again. Now there's sort of a what do you call it? The egg is nice. It's not. It's a bit dry, but not really. The sauce helps. It's almost a sort of a little quiche thing. I think more sort of a little quiche type egg. You've got your sausage, which doesn't taste like the normal sausages that you get in South African sausage and beans or the sausage ones. It's a nice sausage. The beans are also nice. Not the same tomatoey mixture as I said. So it's really a good breakfast. So our apple thing has cooled a bit, so let's taste it now. Quite nice, not overwhelmingly cinnamony. Get a nice appley taste. So this was our breakfast. I'm really impressed with their all-day breakfast. I thought it would be more tomatoey, like you get your baked beans, but it's not. It's a bit less tomatoey, more by a gravy style thing, but still a tomato, much more tomatoiness. The egg and the sausage thing was nice. The coffee, it's definitely better. It tastes better the colder it gets. Our apple cinnamon cake was nice. Very much appley, not so much cinnamony, just sort of a touch to help with the apple. And then our cool drink, whatever this flavor is. Might be the tropical one, I'm not sure. It's nice, it's sweet, and it's a slightly bit astringent. I use 750 ml, and I think 750 ml is basically, if you don't like very strong cool drink or very weak, it's sort of the middle road way to go. So this was our breakfast of the... Oh yes, and our wet wipe was nice. So this is the breakfast portion of the RationTech. Menu number 2, the gourmet menu for 1000 kcal ration. Quite a nice menu. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel. Please subscribe. Please go and donate on patreon.com and see you at my next ration review.